Decision last one and a courtesy call.
Hey guys, welcome back. Orbomb here, bringing you another episode of PTCGO Excuse me. Hey guys, welcome back. Orbomb here, bringing you our very first Wi-Fi battle. This is my third attempt recording this. That just kind of slipped. You know, bad habits die hard. But hey, we're bringing up Wi-Fi battle. It's been a clean minute since I've uploaded one of these Wi-Fi battles, which is kind of bad because, you know, like Dennis told me that he really liked these, and I was like, man, I should upload more. And then like Citra became like a big hassle on my computer. It eats up so much, but they've cleaned it up a little bit. It's not like awesome, but it's a little bit easier for my computer to handle now. So Wi-Fi battles will be coming back. Let me know what you guys think of them first, though. This is actually a really hype Wi-Fi battles versus my boy Iyokuu Blizz. He's a common person on the channel, one of my best friends. Go subscribe to him down below. He actually uploads Wi-Fi battles all the time, as well as other content. He's a really great YouTuber. But check this out. All right, I have Mega Mawile, literally one of my favorite megas. So I'm pretty excited. As soon as it got released, I built a team with it. I really want to play with it. But Mega Mawile doesn't do much this game, which is really sad. It could get a couple of knockouts, but for the most part, I look at this team, I look at my Tapu Lele and go, oh, it's time. He's going to be feasting. I also have Bandit Scythagang. I have Defog Tapu Fini, I have Hazard's Ferrothorn, and I have Choice Scarf Victini, just there to really deal with Pheromosa, nothing else really. As you can see, he has a Hail team with a very scary BEARTIC in the back, as well as a Lottie, I'm assuming for Defog, Heatran, and Jellicent for that defensive core, and then obviously Mega Venusaur because it is a monster. So we're going to get right into this battle. Now, I was nervous playing this game, right? It's been a long time since I played real competitive Pokemon. He's going to lead with Lottie. I decided to lead with Scythagang because Scythagang actually eats this man's team. Obviously, it scares out anything. Excuse me, lets me get a prediction in, and I can just hit anything really hard, except for maybe the Jellicent. I'm predicting him switching to Jellicent here, so I actually make a double into my Aquafina, the Tapu Fini, because I just want to taunt whatever. Like if Jellicent comes in, I just want to taunt it so it can't do anything. Mr. Train is really nice too, so he can't like toxic me or anything like that, and I can eat up whatever Lottie does, unless of course it has Thunderbolt, which looking at his team, it might have Thunderbolt, but I'm not too worried about it because I can usually eat that too. I'm going to taunt here. He does switch into Venusaur, which is fine to me because like I don't have to predict that. Taunting is nice because it stops him from going for any potential Leech Seeds, substitutes, synthesis, anything like that. So it puts me in a pretty decent position. Now I'm going to switch out here. I'm going to go hard into my Ferrothorn because I figured I can get some hazards up. He can go there, go for Giga Drain or Sludge Bomb here. I don't think he has a reason to be super aggressive. He's just going to Mega Evolve. I'm going to get up some hazards. To me, it's like way too early for me to think he's going to be playing super aggressive. So I'm not too worried about his HP Fire here. But you know, lo and behold, he goes for the HP Fire, which is fine. I knew that it was a possibility in the back of my head, which is why I chose Ferrothorn over something like Mawile, because Ferrothorn could take at least one HP Fire. I was really hoping I wouldn't have to. At least not the first turn. I want to get up at least one layer of hazards because spikes really destroy this man. His whole team is pretty much grounded, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure his whole team is grounded except for Lottie, and I can deal with Lottie with a bunch of my Pokemon. He's going to go for HP Fire here. I decided to go into Victini because Victini can actually eat Giga Drains and HP Fires. Based on that damage too, it looks like he's very offensive, so Victini can just U-turn here. He could go into Jellicent or to Heatran. I'm really predicting Heatran over Jellicent. If I predicted the Jellicent, I would have gone for Bolt Strike, to be honest. I was thinking about going for Bolt Strike too, but it just didn't do enough to Heatran for me to warrant using it because he could just Earth Power me, and it's not doing 50%. It's like doing roughly 35 to like standard Heatran, offensive Heatran, because like Spit F Heatrans aren't really that common, but it looks like his team has Spit F. I decided to go into Ferrothorn though. I know that Mr. Train goes off this turn and he could Wisp me, but honestly, I don't care. All I want to do is get up my spikes. It's all that Ferrothorn is good for. Whenever like he gets up hazards or something like that, I can defog if it gets out of control. But for the most part, like I can let him take a couple rounds of spikes because his team's pretty bulky, and I don't want to deal with that. Bulky's weird too because like in Sun and Moon, at least with like things like Mega Metagross and Pheromosa and Tapu Lele, bulky offense is just not good right now. So I was quite surprised to see like this weird bulky offensive Hail team that he brought, but it ended up putting in so much work against my team, which I spent like pretty good amount of time testing because I like testing my teams on Showdown. You guys saw yesterday that I uploaded that Showdown live. If you guys haven't watched that Showdown live, it is hilarious. Me and Blizz went in on a weird you know, weird Mega Beedrill team that did nothing. But I'm gonna go for Leech Seed here because I want to get some health back so I can survive another HP Fire later. So I'm gonna go for Leech on any predicted switch, and then he can't really do much to me, right? He has HP Fire in the Venusaur, so I'm not really worried of the HP Fire. So I decided, since I can usually wall this thing with Steel types, and especially wall with a Fairy type, I'm going to go ahead and switch to my Mawile because it's about that time. It's about that time we get another head on the back of our, whatever it's called, like mouth, jaw, horn thingy that Mawile has. And I was ready. I was ready to demolish this man's team. I was ready to get some kills with Titania, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. You guys know how much I love my Fairy types. It's one of my favorite competitive Pokemon to use. This thing, when it gets bad, I'm going to be Sand. So you can imagine how pissed off I was to see that he had not only 1 but 2 HP Fire Pokemon on top of a Heatran, and he went for it and knocked out my Mawile before he even got a chance to use it. I was livid. I decided to pull out the big gun. Tapu Lele is here. My girl Cheesecake is here with the Psychic Surge. Now obviously I wall this thing if it has HP Fire. There's nothing Lottie can really do to me that I can think of besides maybe like a Z move, but it has Life Orb, so I'm not worried about it. So I get to get a free Calm Mind here, the freest of Calm Minds. I do have Titanium Z on my Tapu Lele because, not really because I want like a strong fighting type Z move, but mainly because I want to be able to hit Focus Blast. But I decided, because I know he thinks I have it, I'm just going to go for a Focus Blast here. I know that he's probably going to double into Jellicent, right? Because I'm not going to go for Psychic or Moonblast here. He knows that. So he's probably going to double into Jellicent. But I don't want him thinking that I actually have the Z Crystal. So I'm actually going to go for regular Focus Blast here. Kind of like conditioning him to think that I don't have anything for his Heatran, or at least he has to go off a miss if he wants to play against me. So I knew I was going to do this, but it's not a big deal because the following turn I can just hit Psychic. I am a +1 timid Tapu Lele in Psychic terrain. His team just gets absolutely throttled. Just demolished, destroyed. I'm going to Calm Mind again though. I'm going to make him scared because I know +2 Calm Mind should knock out everything in his team in one hit, except for, what was it? There's one thing in his team that could survive any of my attacks. I don't remember what it is, but it's gonna show up. It's gonna show up at some point. I'm just gonna go for Psychic here because I have no reason to predict. I'm just gonna hit him up with the powerful, clean kinetic energy. See this Tapu Lele? It's about as strong as the card is gonna be when it comes out. This thing is a savage beast. I love this card. So he's gonna, I love this mon. He's gonna go into this Pokemon here, and I'm gonna go. I know that Psychic terrain. I'm in the terrain, so my Psychics are just going to demolish something. But I know he's just going to double out because he's going to preserve his Hail user. So I'm actually going to Moonblast here. His only switch into Psychic would be Lottie. So I'm going to Moonblast, predicting Lottie, and lo and behold, there it is. And I was happy when I destroyed this. This thing was actually really, really annoying to my team because I couldn't figure out the rest of his move set. I knew he had HP Fire, but I didn't know if he forgoed a Dragon move, a Psychic move, and then maybe he was like pure coverage. I didn't want him defogging my hazards because my hazards are putting in the work right now, and I would just want that thing dead. But this thing outspeeds me now because it is. It's scary. BEARTIC has like base 130 attack. Its speed's not the best, but it has Slush Rush, which means that his speed is doubled in the hail. So I actually have to preserve the hail, or preserve the no, hold on. I have to stall the hail turns for a bit. That's what I'm trying to say. And I know that Feeny can wall this. I knew because like this thing doesn't get any crazy attacks, right? It usually runs like Jet in the rain. Or just for priority. It runs Crash, it can run Superpower, it can run Earthquake, but like Aquafina just walls that. He gets no coverage for me. Earthquake is the thing that could hit me the hardest. So I'm just gonna go ahead and probably Nature's Madness here. Is that what I do? Yeah, Nature's Madness because Venusaur might have come in. I want to put that thing at low HP. I could have taunted here, but Nature's Madness is better because I don't think this thing has a lot of recovery. Because of his HP fire damage, I kind of assumed that it was offensive. I don't know the damage off the top of my head like I used to just because I haven't played in a while, but getting off a lot of that damage while being in the hail so he's just losing more and more damage with time is just good for me. Meaning I can go ahead and either sack off Ferrothorn or what other play could I make here? Oh, I can go into Zygarde because I resist all of his attacks except for Giga Drain. That is neutral on me, but Zygarde does do a lot of damage to his team 1,000 arrows should be able to kill everything at this point in time, just because his Jellicent's gone, and Jellicent was the only thing that could stop me. But I go into Victini instead, because why wouldn't I go into Victini? It's just good against his team. He's going to Giga Drain here, so that's a good play on his part. That's like the safest play you could make, and that still did a lot of damage. Sludge Bomb would have actually destroyed me. Now that I'm looking at that, Sludge Bomb would have been an easy 2-hit KO, but it wouldn't have OHKO'd, and that's what matters. Here, think I'm going to just go for the Bolt Strike, I think, or I go for Zen. I actually think I play it safe because I try to make like a hard read that he's going to predict me to switch out or go for U-turn, and he's just going to Sludge Bomb there, which he doesn't do actually. So I actually waste one of my turns here, but he is taking spikes damage and he's taking more chip. The more chip he takes, the better, just because Heatran's kind of annoying. As you can see, that's Adam and Zen Headbutt. It actually did a pretty decent amount of damage. Here, I think I'm just going to stay in because I don't think I need this Pokemon anymore. Either that or I go into my Tapu Fini, one or the other. Let's find out. I think I do go into Tapu Fini because this is the turn that he traps me, and I need to speed up these battles more. I thought I sped them up enough. Oh no, I go into Zygarde here because I resist everything. Flash Cannon resist, Earth Power should not kill at full, and Magma Storm, Fire Blast, all this stuff should not kill either at full. He just goes for Rocks here, which is good play on his part because I am switching around a lot. So good play on his part. I'm just going to go ahead and click 1,000 arrows because I honestly have no reason not to at this point. His whole team gets destroyed by 1,000. No, I click Earthquake because I originally had Iron Tail on this Pokemon, but I couldn't figure out how to get Iron Tail on Zygarde. Just because it was a huge hassle for me to do so. So I decided to go for 1,000 arrows and Earthquake. 1,000 arrows in case he has a lot of flying types. Earthquake in case his whole team's grounded. And as you can see, these small amount of spikes are really... Oh, hello. Hello, Glitch City. Anyways, ignore that. As you can see, these small amount of earthquakes, or these small amount of spikes, are going to be denting his team enough to where I can OHKO everything with Zygarde. But unfortunately, that's not 100% the case. Because he's still got the Slush Rush monster in the back. And I do want to preserve this Zygarde because E-Speed can do like 38% or something like that to BEARTIC. And I want to make sure I can do that just in case. So I'm actually going to switch out here, go back in the Tapu Fini, and he's going to make the play, right? Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. He's going to go for the all-powerful. I'm actually just sacking off. Because he has Stealth Rocks up, I don't want to defog, so I'm sacking off my Victini here. Because I don't need it against his team anymore. He's going for Swords Dance, and I'm scared. I think he has enough turns to sweep my entire team. So I'm actually terrified. He goes for Aqua Jet here, which is like whatever. I know that I think if I was timid, I outsped him with Scarf, but he had priority, so whatever. Vendetta is dead. V for Vendetta is dead. We're going to go on Aquafina because I know I can tank literally any hit. Because once again, we've already discussed this. I think Icicle Crash does like 70% maximum if he's like Adam and Life Orb, but he hasn't shown Life Orb yet, which actually got me thinking soon after I click the attack, I wonder what item he is. And as you can see, he just pops the Z move in my face. BEARTIC is here. BEARTIC is clean. Look at those paws. He's out here. He's got the Sub-Zero Slammer. Oh my god, this is scary. Alright, here he comes. No. So check it. I was like, what? That's not going to do anything, right? I'm going to eat that up. Nope. I was 100% wrong. And he got the crit. And I was freaking out. I was like, that crit totally mattered. I'm a freaking Tapu Fini. Turns out that did like a minimum of like 80% at +2 if he's adamant, which is wild. So, yeah, that killed me. He's going to go for Swords Dance again, which is whatever to me because I just want to get up. What do I do here? What do I do here actually? Yeah, I want to get my final spike because this final spike is exactly what I need to make sure that everything dies to Tapu Lele. Because once this hail runs out, he can't outspeed me. So my Tapu Lele can actually beat the rest of his team at this point. And whenever I get my Tapu Lele out, he can't Aqua Jet me either. So he can Swords Dance as much as he wants. I really don't care because I turn off his priority under Psychic Terrain. As you guys know, Psychic Terrain also makes all priority moves fail. So at this point, I'm just going to go hard into the Girl Cheesecake because the Girl Cheesecake just wins the game. I can actually go for Psychic here too. Letting him take that Rough Skin damage was that what it's called? It's like Iron Barbs. Iron Barbs was another part of my plan as well because I want to make sure I can knock him out with a Psychic without the need for any boost because as large as BEARTIC looks, nothing really survives a a Psychic from Tapu Fini. He had no play there. He just went for the Psychic Aqua Jet just cause he knew the Psychic Train was there, but he just did it because what else is he gonna do? Like, he can't just hope I miss Psychic. He could double into Heatran between Heatran and BEARTIC, but if he switched back in, he was in rage of dying to Extreme Speed once I wear down the terrain a little bit. But here, I'm gonna pop the Z move of my own, just because I don't want to miss Focus Blast and lose this game because of it, even though I don't think I can lose this game at this point, because I think Zydog just uses, unless he gets a crit Aqua Jet, maybe. Like if he goes for Swords Dance on my attack that for whatever reason doesn't kill, even though they all should kill, and then he gets a crit Aqua Jet, that'd be annoying. But I just didn't want to miss my Focus Blast, make this game a little bit faster. As you can see, he just got pummeled. Tell me how you get pummeled by a Tapu Fini. Where are the arms? Where are the arms? Where are the fists? Where are the legs? This thing is just sitting in a cup. Girl Cheesecake is just sitting in a cup, and he got punched to death by one. But here I'm just going to go for Psychic to end the game. So that's going to be the battle, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. If you guys want me to do more of these, I'm going to try to make them faster so I'm not rambling as much. You know, we learn as we record. We know what we do. We always increase the quality. We don't let the quality decrease. But go ahead and follow Blizz on Twitter at Iyokuu, or go to his YouTube channel at Iyokuu. Once again, he's the one who actually taught me how to do this citrus stuff and how to make Pokemon, how to gen Pokemon, stuff like that, so I can get more battles. I want to get more battles against anybody that wants. So if you want to battle me, let me know in the comments down below. Follow me on Twitter. Go to my Facebook group, the Ore Bomb Shelter. That's where I ask for decks on the channel for TCG content, and I guess I'm gonna start asking for battles there as well. Maybe I can get Dennis to battle me. Maybe me and Dennis, like me and Yellow Swallow, can do like a randomized battle where like we just get like a random generator and we just both choose those 6 random Pokemon and battle each other with them, and I could like make the Pokemon for both of us. That'd be hilarious. Dennis, if you're watching this, Dennis, let me know if you want to do that. Drop a like if you haven't already. Subscribe, share, all that good jazz. Let me know if you guys like this, because if you guys like this, I'll do this more often. I want to do this once a week, but obviously it all depends on the feedback, of course. Drop a like, subscribe, share, all the good jazz, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.